Oceans, one of the most mysterious places on Earth. From weird fish to massive shipwrecks we don't know the origins of, the ocean houses some of the strangest things on this planet. Well, while I'm not an ocean expert in real life, I am one in Minecraft, which is why I'll be going over everything you need to know about the ocean biome in-game. Now, before I start this video, I want to tell you about Team Seas. Team Seas is a new fundraiser started by Mr. Beast and Mark Rober. Basically, it's like Team Trees, but for water. When you donate $1, a pound of garbage gets removed from the ocean. While I'm not directly a part of this, I think spreading awareness is a good idea. So go donate to Team Seas using the link in the description. One more thing, if you enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't kill you, I think, and it really helps me out. With all that being said, let's get right into the video. Now, before I actually tell you about the history of the oceans, I'm just going to show you a side-by-side comparison of one from when they were released and one in the latest update. Yeah, they've changed a lot more than you think they would have. Oceans were added in the 0.012a update as a bland, one-layer body of water on top of bedrock, which in reality isn't really much of an ocean and more of just water. They were left untouched until Alpha rolled around and actually recognized them as a structure. Yeah, they still weren't considered biomes yet, but that was changed when Beta came out. Beta 1.8 overhauled a lot of things in the game, including oceans that were finally considered biomes. Beta 1.8 also changed oceans physically by making the ocean floor sand, dirt, and clay, and making them much larger than they were before. Once Minecraft 1.0 was released, the new sub-biome called the Frozen Ocean was added, but it isn't really like the one we have today, like at all. It was actually kind of weird because a lot of them generated with snow on top of sand and the ice just looked unnatural. Because of this, they were removed in later releases. Around this time, Jeb, one of the developers at Mojang, mentioned he wanted to add more sea life to the game. 1.8 was a big one for oceans since they finally got their own naturally generating structure. The structure was called the Ocean Monument and contained new mobs called Guardians and a new mini-boss. After this though, it started to become a bit quiet in terms of oceans, and they were left untouched for a while until 1.13 came around and changed everything. Even with the Ocean Monument added in 1.8, oceans were still really simple and didn't really have much to them. That's where 1.13 comes in. There were many rumors surrounding this update and what would be in it, and one of the big ones were sharks. They were never added because of 3 pretty dumb reasons. 1, they were endangered. 2, people might approach sharks thinking they are friendly. And 3, people might kill them because of the game. None of these things make sense, like, at all. Since adding them would raise awareness, nobody is going to approach a shark in real life, and I really doubt people are going to want to kill sharks in real life because of a video game. If you think about it, it would probably do the opposite of what Mojang thinks it would do, but anyway, that's enough my ranting. 1.13 added a ton of cool stuff that changed oceans forever. First up, the new ocean variants. For example, the warm ocean. The warm ocean is covered in coral and sand and is also home to tropical fish and pufferfish. There was also the lukewarm ocean, which, while not as colorful as the warm ocean, was still a huge step up from the old 1.8 oceans. There was also the cold ocean, which was actually pretty similar to the previous versions of regular oceans. My favorite of these variants, though, was the frozen ocean. Although it wasn't really similar to the old frozen ocean, it was home to massive icebergs and polar bears, which just instantly makes it better because polar bears are just the best thing ever. But anyways, other than that, apart from the ocean types, 1.13 added new structures like shipwrecks, underwater ruins, coral reefs, and icebergs. Shipwrecks and underwater ruins added another layer of exploration to oceans that were only present in ocean monuments before the updates, while coral reefs and icebergs made the oceans feel more natural and realistic. But by far the best part about this update were the new mobs. There were things like dolphins, turtles, a ton of different fish, and drowned zombies. All of these mobs were really cool to see, especially dolphins, but you know, the other ones were kinda cool too. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention the most obvious part. They fixed swimming. You could actually swim in this update, so be thankful that we aren't just bobbing up and down in the water like we were before. Since then though, we haven't really seen anything apart from some minor changes, but we'll see what happens after 1.18 comes out, which I'm really excited about. It'll be a while until the oceans get changed again though, since by the looks of it, Mojang has a shit ton of other stuff planned. Speaking of stuff being planned, I want to tell you a couple of things that I want to be added to the game and maybe speculate a little bit about the future. I don't know, maybe Mojang can get some good ideas. While 1.13 was big for oceans, there are a lot of things that should have been added but weren't. As mentioned before, Mojang didn't really want to add sharks to the game for some strange reasons. Why these quote-unquote excuses were made is unknown, but I think that sharks are being saved for another ocean update in the far future. They could have added so many cool mobs to the games, like whales, jellyfish, hell, maybe even anglerfish or some shit like that. Of course they can't just add every sea creature ever, but their choices were kind of lackluster, other than dolphins of course, dolphins are epic. I mean, I'm not complaining or anything, I'm just saying there are cooler creatures out there. Even some sort of, I don't know, giant sea monster of some sort would be really cool. They could be protecting treasure or something in the deep oceans. The thing is, this is entirely possible. The warden coming to caves and cliffs is a larger boss-ish type mob that does something like this, and it would be really cool to see a similar thing implemented in the ocean. Basically what I'm trying to say here is that we need the ocean to be scarier now. We all know the ocean is terrifying in real life, so why not just make it scarier in Minecraft too? Now I'm getting myself excited for something that'll probably never happen, but hey, you never know. I know I'm kind of asking for a lot here, but it's just because of how impressed I am with how everything like Mojang has been doing with the recent updates. They're raising my expectations for the future really high, which is a good thing. Whatever comes out next is going to be good, that's all I know. Hey, guess what? I didn't hit the 2-month mark this time. I mean, barely, but I still didn't hit it. School sucks, that's all I have to say. I felt so burnt out for the past little while because of it, and the fact that I'm not even done with high school yet just scares the shit out of me. If I'm stressed now, uni will kill me. However, I promise this time, I'm going to try to upload more often. Of course not daily, but hopefully every 2 weeks at like most. I hate setting deadlines like this for myself, but for you guys who still watch me for whatever reason, I'll do it. But that's enough my rambling, you probably have already clicked off the video already, but if you're still here though, comment cheese, just let me know. With all that being said though, subscribe if you want, I guess. It not only contributes to my motivation to make content, but it also makes it so I get up there in the YouTube algorithm. I put a lot of work in these videos, so it'll be really nice. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.